Kevin, Eduardo, thank you guys very much. And you just touched on it, man. It is a perfect day. Even the mighty sus is laid down and just enjoying what is to come or what happened last night. And check it out, downtown Williamsport. You can see the base pass. You can see, obviously, the logo. You got a batter and a catcher on the left side. It is Little League Central here in South Williamsport, Pennsylvania. And today, the boys who have come as far as any from the Pacific Northwest. Great kids from Tacoma, Washington, with their 3 left-handers, one of whom will be on the mound today. And they got to deal with the bow. You guys just talked about it. That means Kinley Rasmus is back in action. The Southeast against Tacoma with the first pitch.
When I grow up, I want to be like me. Can't tell me nothing. I want to be. When I grow up.
At the wall, he's got another home run.
It's Bayonne versus everybody.
Throws one up the middle. That will win the game for Phoenix City. The comeback is complete. McCabe back. Oh, what a nice running catch. Frank the Tank showing off. And the Great Lakes stays alive.
When I grow up.
ESPN's coverage of this 2026 Little League World Series is presented by T-Mobile. The sun is shining, and you're looking down at Lamity Stadium. Off in the distance, Volunteer just had a game goal final. We're just a few minutes away from the first pitch. The Northwest against the Southeast. Tacoma, Washington, Phoenix City, Alabama. Yes, Japan stumbled early, but man, have they roared back, playing Japan-like baseball. Pitching, defense, enough offense, and they beat Mexico by a final score of 3-1. They move on to play another day, trying to battle out the elimination bracket. Meantime, on our side, Nevada and Iowa just chilling right now. They don't play again until Wednesday at 3 o'clock Eastern time. Our 2 games today, and the winner, by the way, of Nevada-Iowa will move right and get right into the U.S. Championship game. They are each 1 win away. Welcome, everybody. Happy to have you. Alongside Chris Burke, I'm Carl Ravitch. Jess Sims in just a minute. I think everybody is collectively still thinking about what transpired last night. An epic baseball game in which Phoenix City rallied from 5 down to win the game.
Yeah, it didn't look good for Phoenix City early, down 5-0, an epic comeback. Kinley Rasmus continues to amaze. 10 2/3 scoreless.
Right.
She also is the first girl to have a extra base hit here. She's got 3 hits in the event, and her leadership leads to a point where they get to punch their ticket on the bracket wall. The goal of every team here at the Little League World Series, that's where you want to end up at the end of your ball game.
Yeah, it was a long one. The coaches are concerned, man. We were at such a high. How are we going to bounce back? We've talked a lot about Rasmus. What about the rest, including a kid who was a hero last night? In fact, a champion.
Cooper, take me back to less than 24 hours ago, okay? Your team is down 5-0 in the third. There's 2 outs, and you hit an RBI single. What was going through your mind when you walked up to the plate?
I was just thinking, like, we need to score these runs, and just I need to do my job.
And how did it feel when you did your job and you started that rally?
It felt really, like, exciting.
Because then Easton and Kinley got hits to tie it all up. So how much confidence do you have in your teammates?
I have all the confidence in the world in my teammates.
And Brooks came in clutch with his walk-off hit, obviously, when you guys went to extra innings. Did you just have so much fun last night?
Yes, ma'am. I had a lot of fun.
Now, quick turnaround, though, less than 24 hours. So what did coaches say to get you guys ready for today?
Just have fun.
And that's what it's all about. Cooper, keep being you. Champion, that's your last name. That's all it needs to be said.
Yes, ma'am.
Adorable. Love and Cooper, champion. And the rest of the team. Remember, Rasmus had that great double play which started everything, kind of a momentum turner. But the bottom of the order was good last night. Now, nobody in the order was good the first time these teams met, and the same kid is pitching for Washington.
Yeah, that's a problem for Alabama because Frank McCabe was fantastic the first time. A little bit of trouble in the first, got out of it, and then went hitless the next 4 innings. So just the 1 bunt single in the first, ripped through the next 4 innings with 0 problems, 5 Ks. And oh, by the way, he can defend as well. A full stretch athlete. We see the range in the outfield. And by the way, he can hit as well, Rev.
Yeah, so let's loosen him up. Big number 7, Frank the Tank, Special talents, yeah, one right now, baseball and pitching. All part of the Southpaw Patrol that has made this team one of the best in the United States. When we come back, what is the encore for Phoenix City as they get set to take a team on that took them down? We'll be right back with the first pitch. Yeah, the hill is kind of mellow today. You know, we're cresting pretty soon as we get set to move towards championship weekend on Saturday and Sunday when we'll have the entire thing decided. Will one of these two teams be there? It is so hard to get there from the elimination side, and Washington and Alabama have obviously lost. It's going to be Washington, who beat Alabama and Ohio, then lost to Nevada. Coming to the plate first, let's meet the boys.
My name is Anthony Romero, and my favorite band is AJR.
My name is Erdy Heinzman, and my favorite food is tacos.
My name is Smith Hudson, and my favorite TV show is SpongeBob.
My name is Evan Yarbrough, and my favorite team is the Seattle Mariners.
My name is Bradley Williams, and my favorite baseball player is Brian Wu.
My name is Ronan Loomis, and my favorite artist is Morgan Wallen.
My name is Frankie McCabe, and my favorite athlete is Vince Carter.
My name is Paxton Hanson. My favorite food is nachos.
My name is Quinn Hirsch, and my favorite dessert is root beer floats.
My name is Casey Workman, and my favorite athlete is Marshawn Lynch.
My name is Tyler Landry, and my favorite MLB player is Julio Rodriguez.
My name is Casey Granlund, and my favorite actor is Kevin Hart.
My name is Winston Weaver, and my favorite food is pizza.
Managers Colin Yarbrough, Mark Landry, and Albert Weaver, the assistant coaches. This is an offense that really has been carried by their pitching and defense. They're looking to put up some numbers. They scored 6 runs in the Ohio win. Then they were blanked twice by both Alabama and Nevada. Meantime, there's a lot of pressure here, and anytime you come out of that loser's bracket, man, you're going to need some depth on your pitching staff. And the way they managed yesterday, they lost 3. So Jerry Taylor's get the call.
Yeah, Jerry Taylor, we haven't seen him since the regionals, and it didn't necessarily go great there. But you said it, Rep. To advance, to hang around in an event like this when you lose your first game, somebody's got to be a hero.
Yeah.
Somebody's got to come up with a performance that maybe you didn't expect. And Jerry Taylor gets that opportunity here this afternoon.
All right, so yes, there is the Southeast with the rise up. There is the bow. You can fear it. You can embrace it. Kinley Rasmus right there will be the shortstop. She has just been absolutely spectacular. And more on Washington's offense, 12 for 70 here in Williamsport. That's a 171 average. Kason Workman, though, he's had some very big hits. He is the second baseman. It was in the 7th inning against Alabama that he delivered the game winner. 1 ball, no strikes.
There wasn't much offense last two times. Last time these two teams matched up.
So Kinley was the starter.
She was.
That creates a bit of an offensive sort of slugfest that you don't score runs. That's a good pitch up there at the letters. 1 ball, 1 strike.
It's also interesting, the last two times these teams met, it's fresh, it's new. They don't really know what to expect. Both these teams now have played a few games and had a chance to settle in here. I expect to see the best version of both of these teams offensively here today.
And the wind, which is very little, is blowing a little bit out towards left field. That's where Cedric Harrison is. Cam Lee's in center, and Lorenzo Quintero is in right. And just like that, it's a 1-2 count. First innings have been critical. They always are, no matter the level you play at. But certainly here we've seen bases loaded, no out situations, and runs not scored. These two teams were involved in that game that had some first inning hijinks. And it can really settle a pitcher who hasn't been on the mound yet in Williamsport. Settle him down. He's gone. Good start for Taylor. Little high cheese up and in, and a swing and a miss from Workman.
And that was not by mistake. You see Brooks Cameron is going to be set up in right there. He's showing the mid on the inner third of the plate. Jerry Taylor climbs the ladder right above the barrel of Kason Workman, and that's a awfully nifty start.
You see the radar gun light up when the pitch is about 70. And he's throwing around 60 to 63, and he's painting a little bit just off to go 1-0. Say this about him, he certainly learned how to calm the moment down. You can just tell the way that Jerry Taylor out there on the mound for a 12-year-old isn't letting it feel too big.
Well, and I think part of that, you play a late game, right? You wake up, you get going early. You don't have a whole lot of time to sit around and think about it. Sometimes that can be the best case scenario for a pitcher.
Ronan Loomis is going to be the shortstop. He's 1 for 6 here in Williamsport, and he is ahead 2-0. Now it's 3-0. The temperature here, it's been a little warmer than it has been, up into the high 70s, low 80s forecast. So popsicles will work. 3 in the afternoon. Is there a better time?
Why not?
Why not? Walk and a strikeout is the start here for Taylor as Loomis is on. And now you start to get into the big, tall lefties. The first one will be Frank McCabe, who's got 1 hit and 7 plate appearances. Love the Little League Classic. He got a chance to talk to all of his heroes. He appeared on the Sunday night baseball game that we had on ESPN. Got a chance to ask questions. He's a mature kid. He's going to be on the mound, and now he can try to help himself. Taylor lands one, strike 1.
Well, we showed in the open that he's fantastic on the mound.
Yep.
He's athletic enough to go make highlight reel plays in the outfield. We haven't seen the power that is there with the bat just yet. Just the 1 hit so far in 7 ABs, but it's in there.
He is a 6-footer, so he is a very, very tall glass of water out there, especially when he's on the mound. His dad has pitched in college at Central Washington University. And Dad, Tim, has been his pitching and hitting coach his whole life. He had a big growth spurt. He was 5'9", so he added 3 inches on a 1-1. Swings there. It's 1-2. Well-located fastball. And, okay, last year, 4 inches short. And look who sprouted up in the middle there.
So that's a big day when you're taller than one of your parents. Now he's eyeballing pops.
Hayden is his sister. right there. Genevieve, mom. Short sleeves here. Long trip back to Tacoma, Washington, and they hope not to have to make it until after a championship on Sunday. Let's see him talking to himself to get himself ready.
Taylor's got some ride on that fastball. Nothing really at the bottom of the zone yet. Everything kind of up and just above the hitting zone for these hitters. Works out well so long as you can get it up there, but you miss with something around the belt, you might get your feelings hurt.
Couple of foul balls, and that one sails high. Saw this last night, man. There were 1,000 foul balls in that game, and it allowed the pitchers to have to add pitches to their pitch count, and it just kept the innings going, and then ultimately balls were put in play. Wild game last night. Jerry, he's missed. His misses have been consistent outside.
Yeah, outside or up, and everything's kind of running to the arm side, and he hasn't shown a feel for the breaking ball. So really, if you're Frankie McCabe here, even though it is technically a 2-strike count, you're sitting dead red looking for something out over the plate.
Jerry's 5'6", a 12-year-old, and here comes the 3-2, and that's another foul ball. Yeah, when you watch a girl like Kinley Rasmus or Cooper Tisson or Mason Rincon and many others here, you recognize strikeout stuff. You know, you do that at the collegiate level,
sure.
You know it at the major league level. So you have to be really efficient and pinpoint with your control, because these kids are really good hitters, and they're going to foul off, if not hit, a fastball. Gets the call on the corner, though, and that is that precision you're talking about. Taylor's got 2 strikeouts.
That's the first time he's gotten one down, Raph. The 4-seamer that finally painted down at the edge, as opposed to that one that's running up around the belly button, and that's a well-executed pitch. McCabe goes looking, and 2 outs here.
Yeah, coming off the high of last night, if they can get through a top half of a first unscathed, that momentum will be right there. It's a slow one in front of the plate. The first in time. Jerry Taylor does the job by himself.
What a start. How about it, kid? Couple strikeouts and fielding your position. Southeast coming to bat.
Winner survives, loser eliminated, and we got ourselves a great one. 5-0 game for Pennsylvania. And right back at her. How about 2? Are you kidding me? Kinley Rasmus to the rescue. What a clutch hit. Champion makes it a ball game.
With a blink of the eye, this Alabama team doing what they do best.
Rips one down the line to third base. This game is tied at 5.
The ball doing big things.
Cole Warner has got a Superman cape on right now on the mound. You couldn't have scripted it any better. Cole versus Kinley. Smothered, and we're going to have a rundown. And out there at third, coming home. What a play. Kinley Rasmus continues to put her name in the record books. Up the middle, that will win the game for Phoenix City. And Alabama survives. Well, Berkey, there were just so many big moments in that game. Base runner leading off third on a ground ball he didn't have to run on. Rasmus made an amazing play, not only on a line drive, one on a ground ball, and just the clutch hits that kept coming after being down 5-0.
Yeah, they got it done with 2 outs, and you know, there's a little bit curious maybe with the pitch selection of Kinsley coming on third, but it all worked out well.
Yeah, and the new Queen of Williamsport. Let's meet her and her mates.
My name is Cooper Champion. My favorite food is crab.
My name is Cedric Harrison, and my favorite app is TikTok.
My name is Lorenzo Quintero. My favorite artist is Daddy Yankee.
My name is Riker Rasmus, and my favorite baseball player is Aaron Judge.
My name is Easton Allen, and my favorite subject is math.
My name is Uriah Burklight, and my favorite team is the Braves.
My name is Leighton Burt. My favorite player is Michael Jordan.
My name is Brooks Cameron, and my favorite singer is Zach Bryan.
My name is Jeremiah Taylor, and my favorite food is pizza.
My name is Kason Smith, and my favorite TV show is Young Sheldon. My name is Cam Lee, and my favorite athlete is Lamar Jackson.
My name is Kinley Rasmus, and my favorite hobby is swimming.
Up here with Chris Burke, Carl Ravitch, Jeff Sims down on the field. There's that Phoenix City, Alabama batting order. It's been pretty consistent, but again, they got real contributions last night from the bottom 6, including Brooks Cameron, who walked off a hero last night.
Yeah, they've been rolling here in the last couple games. The problem is they were 1 for 16 against Big Bad Frankie McCabe the first time out. So let's see what they've learned and if they can make some adjustments, because McCabe's going to show you a fastball up to 70 miles an hour. And the last time out, Ravi, we were both really impressed with his breaking ball command.
Yes, his breaking ball was being called for a strike. You wonder maybe small ball. We saw that with the Nevada team. We've seen it with others. Maybe try to get a bunt down and get some base runners. But you see McCabe, the lefty, on the first base side of the rubber, and he is a big kid. And he lands one down low. Well, last night, the other game, I should say, he was way up high and getting those calls. Easton Allen's had a very good series. He's 3 for 8. He went Spider-Man, which was good, and the webbing said he went. Spider-Man referring to the home plate umpire putting both hands out as if he's shooting string to appeal the call. On the ground, off the glove, off 2 gloves, and just like that, a little different feel for Phoenix City as Allen is aboard. Winston Weaver bent over, and then Kason Workman did too.
Well, if he makes the play, he's going to have to get back there himself, and you can see he's already starting to position himself to go back to the base, and you got to finish the catch first.
Well, here comes Kinley Rasmus. The number of things that she has done for the first time for a girl continue to mount, but she's got 3 hits and has the ability to hit one over the wall. Swings at the first one, and it is 0-1. Wow, already, man, into the Hall of Fame goes the bow. I see the frog there as well, another team mascot. But Kinley Rasmus is in the Little League Museum Hall of Excellence. Her bow is there, so clearly she packs more than one bow.
I think they can figure that out to end up in the Hall of Fame. She's put on quite a show here, setting records with almost every hit she gets or strikeout she records.
The only girl with an extra base hit at the Little League World Series. Foul tip into the mitt. Rasmus struck out. Nice job there after Easton Allen reached on an error. Rasmus retired.
Command has been really good by Frankie McCabe. This one's dotted on the corner, sticks in the glove of Yarbrough, and boy, is that a big out to get the always dangerous Kinley Rasmus.
Well, through each series that teams play, you always look for somebody who you realize, like, we got to get this guy going. And in this case, it's Uriah Burklight. He is hitless so far, and he is a terrific player and a good hitter. It gets by, and now into scoring position goes Allen. That is the first ball that Frankie McCabe has thrown.
Yeah, 7 for 11 in the regionals was Uriah Burklight. So far here in Williamsport, 0 for 7. So they are anxiously awaiting his breakout game.
A little single, though, could score the first run of the game. So he squares. Wow, interesting, with 1 out to try to maybe get the runner to third base.
I think that was called, too. You can see Case Rasmus, by the way, coaching third today. Little switch for the coaching staff. Not that they're superstitious.
It worked last night. He ended up there in that big inning where they scored 5 runs, so we'll do it again today. Oh boy, that hit him on the foot. Amazing. McCabe has shown, as you said, such great control, and then a pass ball, and now a hit batter.
Yeah, he just yanks this one. And look at Burklight not move the feet. Hang in there, take that free pass. Well done.
You wonder 0 for 7, but maybe try to get him going. He didn't do that, and then a hit batter. Sure, he feels first base.
Typically, though, that ball below your knees is tough to hang in there on. So well done to Burklight there to take the HBP.
Cleanup hitter Kason Smith. Remember in their first meeting, McCabe had a little first inning issue. 1-0, so it does feel like, at least on appearance, that they're thinking about a way to get to McCabe, which is maybe some small ball.
Oh, I remember Kason Smith bunted the last time these two matched up. Oh, wow.
Yeah, that is such a hard pitch for a left-handed hitter. It starts behind him and just sweeps in over the plate.
Love the pitch call, too. It'd been easy to expect him to bunt right there and groove a fastball.
There was a fastball. Smith's is 4 for 8. He's had the best series as far as number of hits go, and he also has been credited, we keep this now, with a team high 4 hard hit balls.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like that?
Yep. I knew you would. It's right in your wheelhouse. Curveball here, 1-2. No fastball.
Good spoil. That's a pitch that's easy to swing through, but you can tell he is shortened up. Something tells me we're going to see old Uncle Charlie here again soon.
There it is, up the middle and through. Is it going to be enough to score, Allen? Here's the throw from home. It's offline. It's 1-0, and it gets away, which allows both runners to advance. Well, they're picking up where they left off last night. Kason Smith delivers to make it.
Strike approach, right? Fight off the heater, Ravi. Then you're on time for the breaking ball, and he gets a hanging bender right down Broadway, shoots it back up the middle. And this Phoenix City offense that finished the game hot last night keeps it going here in the first. Kason Smith delivers. He is now 5 for 9.
Unbelievable. What a series. And now you got runners in scoring position for big Cam Lee in the first pitch. On the way inside, 1-0. So McCabe was able to escape the first inning in the first start. Here he's given up 1. Fastball, Spidey, no swing.
Okay. And the fastball's starting to tick up a little bit, Rav.
Yeah, I can see that.
Frankie's digging down for his best heater, and you better be careful here because Cam Lee can launch you in a heartbeat.
Power on power, you're right, 71 miles an hour. That mound is just 46 short feet away. And the reason you see 92 miles an hour would be the equivalent on a major league mound, 60 feet, 6 inches away. That is on the corner. Good call. Our home plate umpire, Jason Weatherford.
He wants to throw that fastball down and away to the arm side, but you can see from time to time he's getting around that thing and cutting it. That's what he hit Burklight with.
3-2 pitch, outfield shallow and left. Here it comes, and he lands a beautiful breaking ball. Lee was frozen solid.
And this will lock you up. This thing starts way over in the other batter's box. And Cam Lee shuts it down early, and that thing takes a right turn late. What a beautiful pitch right there by Frankie McCabe when he absolutely needed it.
He sure did, and here's our guy, C.J. Harrison. Foul back, be ready, Berkey. The old screen redirect, you gotta be ready. Eduardo casually flipped up the left hand yesterday.
I think that ball kind of caught him.
It is unbelievable how little credit you major league players want to give somebody who made a nice play. Like no credit at all. Said lays one down. First base is covered. The throw is in time. Really nice job to get over there to cover by Kaysen Workman on a good bunt. But a good start. Phoenix City, Alabama in business. Frankie frustrated. It is 1-0 here at the Little League World Series. The Little League Baseball World Series is presented by T-Mobile. The Little League World Series hits different with T-Mobile. And happy birthday, Dugout. Big day. Big, big day.
All right, guys, I'm here with Evan, and he's got a card trick for us, don't you, Evan?
Yes, I do.
All right, show us how it's done.
Okay, so I'm going to take a prediction card out of the deck, and then you're going to get the predicted card.
All right, let's see if I can do it. All right.
Okay, so this is my prediction card. Now, I'm going to put this down. I want you to make a pile of cards, so up to 4.
Up to 4 cards. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to go all the way 4.
Yeah, okay. So now make 2 different piles.
Okay, so now I got 1, 2, 2.
Okay, so there's no, this is my prediction card. There's no such thing as a 2, 3 of hearts in one deck. So we got to go 3 of hearts.
How did you do that? Okay, Evan, give it up for Evan.
Yeah.
How long have you been doing that?
Like 2 months.
A pro. Nice job.
All right, Berkey's completely confused.
So we had the 3 of spades and the 10 of hearts.
Yeah, so 3 of, had a 3 and a heart.
Okay.
But I mean, you had to have a heart and you have a 3.
That's true.
You had to. True. You had to do that.
Yeah, I'm gonna marinate on that for a minute, and I'll come back with a grade.
If Jess picked, I mean, I don't want to look. Let's not buzzkill it. But if Jess picked the cards in the middle of the deck, are we ruining the card trick, or are we okay?
Yeah, I'm good. Well done. You sold me.
It's a tough crowd. Eduardo gets no cred for catching the baseball, and now we're all over a 12-year-old for a card trick. Come on now. Let's lock it in here. Love that look right there. A couple of Philly fans make the trip down here to Williamsport to watch the Little League World Series game. Winston Weaver just a little bit high. What do you think the conversation was with Jerry Taylor about getting it down, or about what he did in the first inning as a pitcher from his coaches?
I would say they were fired up with what they got from him. Yes, they want the ball down around the knees a little more often than up around the letters, but I think just the fact that the last time we saw him in regionals, it was 4 hits, a walk, and 3 runs. The fact that he posted a 0 in the first got to give them a lot of life.
Needs one over the plate. It was, but it was low, and just like that, 3-0. Very legitimate reason. Duckout's birthday. That is a day off from the education.
Happy birthday to Dugout.
That is a 4-pitch walk, and I think you're going to see some patience from the Washington team. They didn't miss by much.
Yikes.
Fear the bow.
it looked so good.
concept is great.
Yes.
That's bad.
Cardboard Cadillac on the other side, ref. That's really well done. We just need less friction.
Slow track early. Here's Yarbrough, son of the manager. He is the catcher, looking for his first hit. Taylor looks for his first strike. Now you can see the approach. Stad down there, who's managing third base. Just make sure that pitch comes up a little bit.
At this point, there's just no reason to swing. You're gonna, again, it's a Washington offense that has really struggled here early in Williamsport, and Jerry Taylor struggling to find the strike zone. You got to make him land one before you pull the trigger.
Here we go, Jerry. Here we go. Lands one, liner, double play, in play. Wow. That is the second game in which a big double play could continue to either turn or keep the momentum. Burklight fired to Rasmus.
Well, there's so much for the red light, and you got to love Burklight, who plays shortstop when Kenley Rasmus pitches, but playing the hot corner today, and boy, did he make that look easy.
Really did. And I'm not sure the doctor could have prescribed a better med for Jerry Taylor than a one-pitch double play. Prior to that, he had thrown all balls. He throws one strike, he gets 2 outs.
And it's tough to knock the kid because Evan Yarbrough hit a rocket.
He did.
But it just felt like a situation from a team offensive standpoint. It would have been a wise move to take a pitch there. And now Jerry Taylor's got a chance to have a really quick inning.
I laugh because until the double play, it certainly looked like the opposite was happening. 0-1 to Bradley Williams. That's a little bit high to go 1 ball, 1 strike. How smooth was our third baseman, Burklight?
Yeah, he goes from the catch to the release of the throw in the blink of an eye. I feel bad for Weaver because he just took about a half step off and he was done.
This one's up the middle. Rasmus, do it. She did. The bow goes over and makes the play. Kenley Rasmus, range to her left.
What can't she do, folks? How about a crossover step, catch and throw? She makes it look easy.
Romney Stadium on an absolutely perfect day. We welcome you back to ESPN's coverage of the Little League World Series. It is presented by T-Mobile. Follow the amazing kids as they experience their own Little League World Series adventure. Download the Little League World Series app and watch highlights, photos, schedules, and more available in the app stores for Apple and Android devices. You gonna bring one of those home? A little dugout birthday celly? Kids, right?
I think Connor would be fond of that.
Eat that up. Brooks Cameron think he was big on the social last night?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think he was. Biggest hit of his young career, I would say.
Inside. Washington with a couple of mistakes defensively had hurt him. 5 errors in their last 2 defensive innings. And the leash is short. Swing and a miss there because Winston Weaver, who was the first baseman, remember he had that ball go off his glove. He's not at first base anymore. Paxton Hansen has taken his place.
They've got a few options over there. So they're going with option B.
Who looks a lot like option A.
That's right.
He could be in line to pitch, and if not today, certainly tomorrow. The winner will play tomorrow against tonight's winner between New Jersey and Ohio. Two balls, one strike. Good take by Cameron.
Also, got to leave that one alone. You're not going to have any success swinging at that ball up around your neck.
Feels like the wind is in our face now, starting to come in from the outfield. That one misses badly. Cameron will go down to first. Riker Rasmus, we're bunting. Everybody is right in his grill. Tyler Landry was about 9 feet away from him.
Well, we've seen some interesting bunt defenses here in Williamsport, but the Northwest has it nailed. You get the third baseman coming right downhill, the first baseman as well, and then Workman, the second baseman, is going to replace behind. That's the way it should look. We've seen some teams crash aggressively from third, but the first baseman doesn't reciprocate, and really you want to make the hitter feel claustrophobic here and send both people downhill and then cover the backside bags.
Do you think this is just maybe an effort to get in the head of McCabe and not bunt? Because we're pulling back, and I know they're balls, but we're not really thinking we're offering here.
Yeah, I think it's definitely a tactic to try to unnerve Frankie McCabe, and it appears to be working.
He goes again. He's got the whoa.
That's an illegal pitch.
That was an absolute start there, so that's going to be an automatic ball. And
which
that
is
would be ball four.
Right? Yeah.
I'm not sure what Frank McCabe saw other than the bat being waggled.
No, the catcher was waving him off. Okay. Evan Yarbrough was trying to get him to step off. Watch Yarbrough here, Ravi. See him?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah.
So you get a ball for what would be a balk, and as a result, that's ball 4.
Okay. Stay within yourself and do a job. Just if they're going to squirt a bunt, throw it right through the bat. Okay. You don't have to take this all on your shoulders. You got a defense playing behind you. Okay. They're going to continue to do it until you can show them that you can throw a strike when they squirt a bunt. All right. So just go right through the bat. Here we go.
And this is a good pitcher. Let's make no mistake about it. Frankie McCabe is one of the better pitchers here in Williamsport. And you can see where his trajectory could eventually take him.
Right now he's got to deal with it, just kind of the mental obstacle, yes, honestly, of these kids crowding the plate and fake bunting.
And Quintero, you wouldn't surprise you if he's going to do the same thing. A little bit of a break, I think, there from our home plate umpire. That one certainly looked high, as Quintero is only 5 feet 2 inches tall. There's just not a lot of space. He is a terrific bunter because he's so fast. And he does lay one down. McCabe looks to third, second, first, safe. Bases are loaded. He looked everywhere. He looked at third, second had no one on it, and first base was late. There's the speed.
You got to know your base runner, Ravi. Quintero just runs too well. So you're either going to the lead base or you're going right to first, but you don't have time to look to third, not throw it. His play was to third, Rav. The play was to third without question, but once you look there, you have to throw it. And Quintero just absolutely flies.
So this inning started with the 7-hitter of the 12-person continuous batting order. A walk, and a bunt single. Ball has not left the infield. Ball hasn't really left the dirt for all intents and purposes in front of the plate. And here's Jerry Taylor. He swings.
Ravi, you tell me, when he picks this ball up,
third base,
look how far the runner is. Right here, boom, look.
He's out.
He had all the time in the world to throw that ball to third. I don't know if he got a little flustered with a moving target, but that's, you just play catch to third. And that's clearly the called bunt defense, so you know they've practiced that.
2-1. Yeah, I mean, Loomis was still moving over to the bag, but a step away. Quarterback hitting a receiver in motion. There wasn't a lot of motion left there. 2-1, big spot in this game. And Taylor swings through a fastball to go 2-2. We have seen a number of bases loaded, no-out situations, and a handful of times here, the offensive team hasn't scored. That's a good start. Taylor retired. They're going to need something from the last two in the batting order if they want to get a run in.
And Frankie McCabe just continues to show us the ability to rise to the moment and not let traffic bother him. Big sequence of pitches right there.
Here's Leighton Burt. Now, all three of the guys that bat 10, 11, 12 do have a hit here. That's a perfect pitch. It's 0-1. So against Pennsylvania, the 7 through 12 hitters went 5 for 11. They were the game changers. And another one right on the corner.
Yes, so many times that's the theme here in Williamsport for the teams that survive and advance. It's contributions from the bottom part of the batting order.
Infield all in on an 0-2. Fouled off. Leighton Burke's 5'4". His dad is a dirt track racer, so Leighton got into it this year. That's his thing. That's his jam. You ever get behind the wheel of a dirt track?
No.
Car, no? You'd like it.
Yeah, I think I could get down with that.
That is high. 1-2. Pitch count elevated. 42 here. We're in the bottom of the second. Off speed, strike 3. Boy, he took something off, and you're seeing what Frankie McCabe is capable of. Strikeout number 4.
Well, it was rocky early in this frame, but boy, as it looked steady here of late. The backdoor bender just continues to be a problem for this Alabama offense to pull the trigger, and now McCabe just one pitch away from dancing around trouble again.
One of the stars from last night is at the plate. Pre-game interview for Cooper Champion.
Efficient with his word usage.
Yeah, ask me a question, I answered it.
That's right. One of the neatest parts about being here in Williamsport is watching the kids answer questions.
Brooks Cameron is the catcher. He was at third base.
He's aggressive. Needs you to score here, okay?
He's off.
2 outs.
So he'll get his gear on, and they put Burt at third base. This is a difficult ask for a lefty against McCabe.
Yeah, it certainly is. And this is where, as a defense, you got to keep reminding, especially your third baseman, Tyler Landry, all you got to do is flip the ball home. Right? You don't have to throw this ball to first base.
Yeah, and this is where, as a 12-year-old to the Little League World Series, sometimes maybe it can get a little bit quick on you. You go get the ball, you step on home, the inning's over. The inning may end just by the strikeout. Alabama last night had him loaded against Cole Warner, and all he did was go strikeout, 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 which is exactly what McCabe is trying to do. Not yet.
We saw Champion come up with a big hit last night as Southeast was putting together that comeback. Boy, would they love to see a knock right here.
Good battle. Last night's was just a high fly. The outfield was playing a little deeper than they are now. Artie Heintzman is the right fielder, and he is very shallow. It landed in front of the right fielder. 1-2, 2 outs, bases stay loaded.
Ooh.
Just foul.
All right, well, that has to earn you a breaking ball. What's interesting is it feels like McCabe is more comfortable throwing a backdoor breaking ball to righties than he is throwing a traditional kind of wipeout breaking ball that starts middle and works away from the left-handed barrel. Don't forget, Kason Smith, a left-handed hitter, has the RBI knock here early in this ball game. This is where you really need to throw that breaking ball starter on the plate and work it off.
1-2. There it is. Reaches out. This one is in foul territory. Oh, I think we got a catch. We do. Paxton Hansen right in front of the southeast dugout. And that will end the inning.
Paxton Smith fresh into the ball game, Ravi. Fearlessly running in, or excuse me, Paxton Hansen. And he gets Frankie McCabe. You think he's a little fired up?
All right, walk like a star, man, and that is what we have here. That is Cooper Tisson. He and his buddy Anthony Johnson Jr., representing the Midwest. We're unbeaten. We're just going to practice today. We're going to dot some pitches. We've got 31 strikeouts between us, and we are in the driver's seat. Check that, 32. We've added one since they started to walk down the hill.
I forgot he came on. Anthony Johnson came on in the first game.
Exactly.
That's right. Yep.
So it's basically been those two. Like that's been it.
And we'll get Tisson tomorrow.
Nevada, Iowa, 3 o'clock Eastern time. Winner to the United States Championship. Just imagine when this journey began, and now you are one win away from playing for a United States Championship. With all the teams and all the towns and all the leagues, you have a chance to play for a championship with one more win. It's our guy, Mr. Personality himself, Artie Heintzman.
Oh, yeah, that's a big personality right here.
He will be appearing at a theater near you at some point. Yep, that's the dream job. But I think it's unlimited what Artie
I could see it maybe on first take. I mean, it feels like he's not afraid to run a take out there, too.
Artie, he could be on first, second, and third take. We heard a lot in just a short period of time.
Yeah, we asked a few sports-related questions, and it felt like the whole dugout deferred to him. To Artie, what do you think?
Yeah, Tacoma's Mad Dog.
He had to be excited about the big dumpers hat trick last night.
Yeah, they all have been a little bit more rejuvenated. And I don't know if it was Artie. I don't want to accuse him, but we went over there before the game and said, hey, you guys, you turned the Mariners around. You know, Raleigh's hit a handful here, 3 last night? And somebody chirped up, yeah, we need a lot more of those.
Tough crowd.
It's hard. 1-0
2
Already on the ground at third. Played beautifully and a good throw. Boy, their defense is so good. Uriah Burklight again. Well, you know this. ESPN is the home of MLB.TV. Stream every out-of-market game live or on demand using the ESPN app. Blackout and other restrictions will apply. For more information, go to the ESPN.com/MLBTV. ESPN.com/MLBTV. One down for Anthony Romero. Left side of the infield on this team doesn't give up much, do they?
No, it's two shortstops over there, two really good shortstops. And when Kinley's not pitching and you get Burklight at third, it's not a wise idea to hit the ball on the ground to the left side.
Jerry Taylor has allowed 2 walks. He got a double play. And that one did hit our batter, Anthony Romero. Kind of living on the edge a little bit, Jerry Taylor. And then he throws the strike that you need.
That one clips the top of the helmet. Kinley taking control here, going to talk to her pitcher. Making sure he's okay after a wild one.
Yeah, so Kinley Rasmus, it is a familiar name for baseball fans. Of course, the Rasmus family with the major leaguers. Colby, who is in the crowd today, a 10-year veteran. Corey, 4 years with the Angels and Braves, and a pitcher. There's been some stuff out there on social media showing the deliveries of both Corey and Kinley side by side. They are eerily similar. So she has been taught and healed at the great behest of all of these major leaguers and some minor leaguers. And there's a brother-in-law, too, who played a long time in the majors, Jeff Mathis, for 10 years.
Yeah, she's been privy to some conversations that a lot of folks haven't. Colby making an appearance, playing it up for the camera.
1 ball, 1 strike. Landry almost got hit, but he backs out of the way. Question, as you can see this thing unfold, is Tacoma going to be able to generate some hits to get themselves some runs? That's been the hardest part for them. Their pitching's been great. On a 2-1. There's a ground ball. This could be 2. They got a chance. And no, I think it might have been dropped over there by Riker Rasmus. It dropped to the ground. That was going to be real close.
Yeah, it looked like Greg Tremblay was ready to finish that one. Oh, watch this pick right here. Keep your nose right on it. He rips it to Smith.
No.
Over to Riker. And yeah, we just don't finish the catch.
I think he was going to be safe.
Yeah, you're right. Safe anyway.
But 2 down for Casey Granlund. Third base, the hot quarter's been busy. Did that one hit him? He's saying yes. The home plate ump's disagreeing with him. The Rooster wants you to eyeball this thing up a little bit.
He's saying it clipped his, kind of like his pants leg. Ooh, I don't know, Ref. If it did, I don't think you can see it on TV.
Oh, that one's not helping. This feels almost 4K-ish. We got to go real slow. I think it looks like it sneaks by. Rookie?
Yeah, I'm not seeing an HBP there. Love the effort.
Sure. They don't even need to put those on. They could just yell up here to you.
Yeah, nope, good. Play. I'd be happy to fill that role for him.
I'm sure you would.
Free of charge. Does it hit the back leg? Is there a chance it clips the back? No, we're not in it.
Look at Notes over here is shaking it. He's shaking his head so hard no that his neck is now hurting.
It was a fairly convincing sell job, though.
Dugout's birthday pin giveaways. Come on down. South Williamsport, Pennsylvania. Dugout's birthday pin giveaway.
I'll take one of those.
Where
Yes,
where
please.
are you on the pin game?
I'm out, but the Burke boys got in, so that makes me in, I guess. I'm not a Frazier.
No. And how did that go over there? So somebody sees one of your kids' pins and immediately says, hey, what do you want for that? And then there was the look to dad, like, what does this even mean? Like, how's this work?
Yeah. It's, you know, and there's that, you know, you're trying to gauge the whole industry. So it's like, if somebody comes up and all says wants something, you feel like you're being swindled. So then you immediately get defensive.
Wow, you went conspiracy theory right out of the gate.
I had to relax Lucas. Lucas, if you like it, there we go. No HPP.
Berkey had that in 3 seconds flat.
But if you like it, trade for it. If not, don't sweat it.
Yeah, there's no, money's not changing hands here. These are pins that are given out. You like one, you go with it. You don't, you're good.
That's it. This is not pressure.
Yeah, Captain Frazier, he goes over there and just holds court.
Yeah, he's kind of a big deal.
He's 1 ball and no strikes to Granlund as we pick the action back up, and a swing and a miss to go 1-1. Yeah, I think that was established back when the Little League team won a championship. He comes back here. He's once a big deal, always a big deal.
Yeah, fair. That whole home run derby thing.
Yeah. He
Oh
tried
boy.
again. Well,
oh boy.
He's feeling things that maybe other people aren't. It's going to be a hard sell after what happened the first time.
It is, the conviction with which he's selling it is very impressive.
Almost to the point of like, I'm getting drilled up here. Are you seeing this? Popped up. Here comes our first baseman, Rasmus. Our catcher's there. No! Nice play. Down to the knees. Brooks Cameron went, but he held on to it. Not an easy play. And as Case Rasmus will say, we love this guy. We need this guy. I was a catcher. He's a catcher. I'm all about what Brooks Cameron is doing the last 24 hours here in South Williamsport.
Hi Kinley, Megan Grant here. I heard your biggest dream was to meet me, and as surprised as I am to hear that, I would love to hopefully make one of your dreams come true. What you're doing at the Little League World Series is amazing, and just want to say I'm in full support of you.
Kinley, it's Reese. I wanted to wish you luck at the Little League World Series. I've been seeing you do such incredible things. It's so cool to see, and keep being the competitor that you are. It's incredible, and you're inspiring so many people around you. Good luck.
Kinley's on a first-name basis now with Reese.
Yeah.
Of the Athletes Unlimited Softball League. Fear, love, respect. I love all that about the bow. Obviously, if you're an opponent, you're probably going to be in fear of it. If you're rooting for her and them, you're in love with it. It does harken back to the days of when Monet Davis was here. And Monet was one of those sort of athletes that transcended the game, because she was so good, and it had been a while since somebody had been that good on that stage. But she brought the game. In Kinley's case, the original aspect of a girl doing it here was gone because Monet did it. But her level of play is, I think, better than any we've seen before. Better than any I've seen before, and I've been here for quite a while.
And she is. Everybody's got fear the bow fever right now.
Loved it.
I do think it shows something very special about her because the hype around her performance in the regional was real, and I think the bar that was set for her to meet expectations was very high, and the fact that she's exceeded those expectations just shows you how comfortable she is in a bright spotlight, and I think that bodes very well for where she's headed.
Agreed. They both transcend the sport of Little League Baseball and inspire a generation. The bow is really working in that it's one of those things that you can gravitate towards. And I'm sure there's a lot of little girls wearing bows all over the place because of what Kinley is doing. Top of the order, Easton Allen is 2-2. Kinley will bat next. She struck out her first time up. Just missed. Good pitch there from Frankie McCabe.
Frankie's yet to get a leadoff hitter. You know he wants to retire Easton Allen right here.
A big gust of wind is just blown through here, and Frankie's looking around too, wondering like, what in the world?
Maybe a little weather coming in, Rev.
Let's hope not. We don't want weather coming in.
No.
But he missed, and you know, maybe that was something that got in his head because the wind started really gusting. That is a leadoff walk, Berkey, and here comes Kinley, who does it with the arm. She does it with the bat. She does it with her glove.
Yeah, this was game one after she had thrown 6 scoreless innings. We saw her do it with the glove. Then she comes in the game last night and immediately turns a double play. We saw the range today up the middle. She's done a little bit of everything for us.
First pitch to her is on the corner, strike one. She hit a line drive last night, the hardest hit ball of the night. With a little more arc on it, it's a home run. You hear the Southeast chanting, "Fear the bow." And she's made it very clear she is excited about doing this for the next generation. Allen in a scoring position, first base open now, and a 2-1 count to Kinley Rasmus.
Well, I mean, the first time the top of the order was up, Easton Allen got on off an error and then advanced on a pass ball. Now he gets on off a walk, advances on a wild pitch.
Be careful throwing a fastball here, 2-1. Oh.
It almost looked like she was early on that, Rob. Like she was so geared up that she was a click out in front of a 69-mile-an-hour fastball. See if he goes with the backdoor breaking ball here.
A little high, 3 balls and 2 strikes. As her mom Jill said yesterday to Jess Sims, she's basically had a bat in her hand, and Jill can't watch since she was in diapers.
Mom not rocking the ball.
Not present.
Just for Kinley.
Swings and drives one into left field. Allen is going to be waved in. Here he comes. He will score. An RBI for Rasmus. Aggressive base running. She ties the Little League World Series record with her 4th hit in a series. 2-0 Alabama.
It's just such a clean move, Ravi. We talked about how early she was on the last pass. Look how short that barrel moves to the front of the hitting zone, and then I really thought Washington had a chance here. A little bit of a bobble on the relay. Allen scores, and Kinley Rasmus just continues to shine in all aspects of the game.
Another run batted in, another entry into the record books for Kinley, who does it with 2 strikes. And for a Washington offense that has not been able to score, you see the name Stella in 23. And popped up on the infield, and the out is made there. And Sayaka Tsushima, 1998, Japan.
Watch how A to B, how sudden that barrel gets to her front foot. Right from the load position to the front part of the hitting zone in the blink of an eye. And because that barrel path is so clean, she has no problem facing velocity. And right, we talked about her future, and they say her future is going to be in softball. We know you have to hit premium velocity from 46 feet to play that sport at a high level. And you look at the swing mechanics, and again, how tidy that path is. I have no doubt she's going to be able to play at a very high level in that sport as well.
With all that's going on in college sports, can she just early entry and just play next year?
I think there's a transcript part of that she may need to.
We haven't figured out how to avoid those yet.
A few classes she may need to take.
She ties Katie Reyes with 3 RBIs, most all-time in a single World Series. She's eligible to pitch again on Friday. Now, there's some weather potentially on Thursday, which could push a game to Friday, but otherwise, if they keep winning, they'd be there Saturday. That one gets by and down to second base. And things have been a little shaky here for Frankie McCabe on the mound and his catcher, Evan Yarbrough. And Yarbrough has traditionally been so good. 4 pass balls, 5 wild pitches. A little late on that bunt. Meantime, on the other side, we talked about Brooks Cameron and his value. No pass balls on the other side.
Yeah, he's been incredible. We saw him in the last inning with a pop-up there deep into foul territory. But Cameron has been probably the best defensive catcher in this event.
2-1. Berklight is due. It's 2-2.
And the ability to limit free bases. We know free passes.
Yep.
But then once somebody's on, no more free bases is a big differentiator.
Berklight way out in front of it. That was caught. That is a strike. All right, what do you have, Jess?
Ravi, I'm over here with my girl Harper, and she's here with her mom Jamie, little sister Daisy, and grandma Diane. They're from Loyalsock, Pennsylvania, just 5 minutes away from here. You've been here before, Harper, but I think this one's a little extra special. Why is that?
Because Kinley's here, and it's cool because she's a girl in Little League, and it's just really cool.
And do you play softball or baseball?
I play softball.
What position do you play?
Outfield and shortstop.
Oh my gosh, what would you want to say to Kinley if you got the chance to say something?
Just follow your dreams and play ball.
I love that. And can we see the bow? Yes, and then we got little sister Daisy. Daisy, can we hear Fear the Bow?
Fear the bow.
Yes, and Mom, these hats. I mean, is this the coolest thing to experience with your daughters and your mom?
It's amazing. It's really exciting.
We're so happy to have you here. Let's go. Let's cheer on our girls some more. Here we go, Kinley.
That is going on across the country, Perky.
Oh, there's no doubt. Daisy was ready for her time to shine, wasn't she?
She sure was. Cam Lee looking to shine as he chased one out of the zone. But yeah, the bow, I'm telling you, if you're a store and you have bows or you are thinking about selling them, now's the time to capitalize.
No question. The Kinley gear is a real thing.
Yes. 74 pitches in the 3rd inning for Frankie McCabe. They've sent Hansen down to warm up. Heads up. No.
Needed a bounce.
Yeah. But sometimes you bury your nose in your scorebook, and I just don't want you to get clipped.
I appreciate the heads up. We got it all.
It's that grandma there, fearing the bow. Mendoza's going to show up with a Fear the Bow hat soon. Don't let Mr. Lee get those arms extended. We've seen the damage he can do. What do you think Case Rasmus saw that he's going to have this?
Hey, make him bring it down here. Battle here, you got me? You have a good approach. Whatever your approach is right now, I trust it. I believe in it. All right? Let's work. Let's go. Nobody better, Cam.
Whatever it is, believe in it. So he really didn't try to dictate what he wanted him to look for. Just really encouraging him to be convicted in whatever it is.
3-2. Oh, Oh, he's convicted. Center field and a big ride to the base of the wall. Rasmus comes in. He's in second, and the speech worked. Phoenix City, Alabama now up 3-0. Fourth RBI for Cam Lee, who got his arms extended.
I'd say he was convicted in what he was looking for. Gets a fastball, middle, maybe just a touch. Look at that back knee, right? So how do you get below the ball so you can launch it, get in your legs, and stay in your legs as he rips this ball off the center field wall in easy to second base. This Phoenix City offense playing with a lot of energy.
Yeah, swinging aggressively. And after their first game in which they were shut down by this guy right here, they started to hit. And for the Rasmus brothers, they believed it would continue. They've seen this act all summer. Harrison with a strike, pulls back. That's just inside.
Check this out, Ravi. Fastball down the zone. We got to get below it. Watch. See how he's in that right knee now? Through contact. Watch how he goes even deeper into it. And so you hear people say, hey, man, stay through the ball, stay through the ball. So you get in your legs, and then you stay on the ball. Next thing you know, you compress one over the center fielder's head. I tell you what, Cam Lee's got a chance now, Rav. That's a good-looking athlete with power.
That's outside. The biggest challenge for Cam Lee and this sport is his love of the other sport. And that's the one with the football and aspirations to be a quarterback at a very high level for a prominent university in the state of Alabama. There's a couple of those.
Yes, there are a couple. And I will tell him those two sports pair nicely together. The fall and the spring, you can kind of ham and egg it in the summer. Don't let anybody tell you got to give one of them up, kid.
Love that message. 3-2. High in the air, fairly deep to center field. Over there to make the play is Anthony Romero. After a 1-for-16 start against McCabe, they are 4-for-14. And Kinley Rasmus was all part of it. She delivers, the bow's on fire, and Lee backs it up with a wall ball double. We're halfway through, 3-0, Alabama. Welcome back, everyone, to ESPN's coverage of this Little League World Series is presented by T-Mobile. And Berkey knows this. You can find it on Facebook, X, Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok, and the official handles.
Hey, now.
Get in it.
Now.
The new double fisted. It's at Little League, and don't forget to use the hashtag LLWS.
So slow down and enjoy it, my man.
Like him. He is slowed down, and he's enjoying it. That is post double fist ice cream sitch. We're just going to lay down for a bit.
I can get down with some frozen lemonade. I'm in on that.
Is that an ask right now, or are you putting in a request?
Not maybe.
Okay.
I'm not averse to it, but
sounded a bit requestish.
It's an endorsement.
Well, we're only halfway through this one. And Jerry Taylor has pitched himself a very good game so far, as the team from Tacoma has yet to get a hit, and that one is out of play.
Getting late early. Just 3 ABs late.
Yes, it does.
And with only 3 of them left, it feels like they need something good to happen here for them in this frame.
How do you think Nasty Knuckles came to be?
He's got to have a great knuckleball. Has to.
Didn't miss by much, but the count goes 1-1. Just an absolute blazing sunshine now down on this gorgeous green field that is Lomity Stadium. Lomity was here for a long time, late 50s, and then volunteer 2000s. That's where the international side plays. Popped up, center fielder Cam Lee. He comes charging in to make the play. There is 1 down. Think about the new sign up there. You were talking about being up on the Sports Center set, the Little League Today set, high above center, and you said that's a difference maker.
At nighttime, that thing really pops, Ravi. They get the lights going on it. It changes colors. It's just a really sharp look.
Quinn Hershold is the last in the order, and then we'll go back to the top. And he jumps at it, but he doesn't swing it, so it's 1-0. $3-0 in favor of Phoenix City. They win, they'll get the winner of tonight's game. And Bayonne, New Jersey, and Mason Rincon, who's scheduled to be the catcher tonight, back on the field.
Isn't that interesting?
That he's catching?
Yeah. I mean, we've seen him at short, we've seen him in center. Well, obviously, we've seen him star on the mound, and with the bat, now we get to see him behind the plate. There's a few stars here in Williamsport that have shown us positional flexibility. I'd love to see that at a young age.
Inside 2-1. Look, the lefty Cooper Tisson was sitting here behind the plate catching, so I think a lot of that has to do with their athleticism, who's pitching, making sure the ball doesn't get to the backstop. Rincon has been at shortstop. We've seen him at center field. We've seen him on the mound. And again, behind the plate tonight.
Boone Treadway, we've seen him catch, play short, pitch. And he's pitching tonight against Mason Rincon and Bayonne.
I think that makes sense, don't you, though? I mean, and you talked about it. You've told the story. You don't need to about the one time that you caught and busted up your fingers. That's going to be a walk. But I do love the kids that catch. All right, so we'll go back to the leadoff man, Kason Workman. But first, ESPN and Little League have teamed up together to take back sports. So what does that mean? Through collaborations with Project Play and Positive Coaching Alliance, we hope to make youth sports more accessible and fun. The emphasis is on fun there, so the kids across the country have the opportunity to play and keep playing. Visit takebacksports.org. Tips and resources on how you can make the youth sports experience better for kids. Ground ball, tough hop. Rasmus, nothing to do with it. And that thing hopped up on her glove. So there'll be 2 on with just 1 out.
Yeah, this one was sharply hit. Let me see this replay. Felt like maybe she could have gotten around it. I always like to take a deeper angle and try to get around it when you're starting a double play. Sometimes that transition from the backhand to feeding the second baseman can be tricky, but I think that one just had some top spin and ate her up there. And now here, this is what Washington needed. A rally here at the top of the order.
Yeah, and here is Ronan Loomis, 1 for 7. They will throw behind the runner and a little shy of second base. They rule the Workman ball and play hit, first hit of the game for Tacoma. So that is a hit for Kason Workman. There's 1 down. They're looking to turn a double play. Loomis looking to get one in the outfield, and he fouls one out of play here.
That was an opportunity, and boy, it feels like Southeast has just got a stranglehold on this game. But all of a sudden, with a couple dudes on and 1 out sitting right here in the middle of the order, there is a great opportunity for the boys from Tacoma to hop right back in this ball game.
2 balls and a strike. He looks into his dugout, shakes his head, thought that should have been a called strike. They helped themselves with the double play last night. They have helped themselves today with a double play.
Loomis and McCabe were both monsters for this team to help them get to Williamsport, but neither one of them have really got going here, but certainly capable of changing the game.
McCabe is on deck. 2-1. Yep, 2-2. Ground ball to Kinley last night, similar situation. She went to third base, picked up the third out.
I think we're having a conversation around
your favorite conversation.
Sign relay. And there seems to be a conversation topic every time somebody look. He's putting his hands behind his back now.
Three and two, just missed.
Good call there. Fastball well off the outside edge. Nice take by Loomis.
Yeah, I don't like the idea that we've got to keep our hands behind our back to work, because that's not how you want to start running either. Big one here, 3-2. And he missed. That is going to load up the bases with just one out.
Well, it's 3 free bases. I know the one was called a hit, but
yep.
Oh, we're good. Really good. How you feeling? Keep working. Right down. Let him hit it. Let him hit it. Don't nibble. Go right down. Huh? What is it? Infield in. Yeah. Corners back. Middle turn 2 right here. Let's work here. Corners in. Middle back. Dang it. Brooks messed me up. Corners in. Middle back. Let's work here. We're in a great spot. Work. You got me? I don't care if it's a grand slam or it doesn't matter. We're going to hit. You understand me? So have full confidence. We're going to hit the baseball. You got me? Let's work. I mean, I got to talk to him. We're good. We're good.
I love that, because his message, and then like 3 of the infielders drop their own little messages on me.
Yes, it's a very involved infield here. You got a lot of future coaches, I think, on their hands.
But the game could very well be in the balance here with Jerry Taylor throwing to big Frank McCabe, who's going to try to erase some of the pitching issues he had with one big swing. And there was one big swing, but an off speed, it's 0-1.
I'd say that looked like a changeup, and a very nicely executed changeup at that.
Herschel is the runner at third. Workman at second, Loomis at first. Plenty of room on a ball that's pulled. Backing up at first base goes Riker Rasmus in case of one hard on the ground. 0-2.
Comes up empty on a couple pitches that he certainly could get the barrel on. Boy, would they love to see Frank the Tank bust out right here.
Frank the Tank with a tank?
That would be a heck of a call.
Plenty of room, too, over the right fielder's head, Quintero. He's shallow against this big number 3 hitter in the order. Cam Lee in center always plays deep. He likes to come in on the ball. Taylor has only 2 strikeouts, hasn't had one since the first inning. That's too far outside. I feel like we're going to have action.
It's feeling the longer this at-bat goes on, the more it goes in the favor of Frankie McCabe.
Yeah, I just think there's action. I think the ball and the bat are going to meet. Wow, that is a brave take with 2 strikes.
Well, it's a pitch we saw called a ball just a few pitches ago, and you got to give it up for Jerry Taylor. Great 1-2 pitch, but McCabe doesn't like it. The call goes his way.
popped up, center field. Lee there, tagging, and Rasmus will get it and hold on to it with the first run of the game. Comes Hirschhold. We had action, and he didn't miss it by much.
I think that's one of those classic at-bats that both teams would probably take the result. Phoenix City fine with trading it out for a run as they were already up 3. And for Washington, you have to score there, right? You just need one. That's a big shot in the arm, and maybe you can figure out a way to get one more knock here.
For Paxton Hansen, who's got a couple of hits, as many as any coming into this game as anyone on the team. Workman now has 3. Hansen is 2 for 7. Chases one, 0-1. That's one thing that we didn't see McCabe do, expand that strike zone. Lorenzo Quintero almost daring you to hit the ball down the line.
Pretty much just standing in the gap. But I don't blame him. We haven't really seen a left-handed hitter hook one in the right field corner all week.
And again, continuous batting order. McCabe is now retired. There's a chance you don't see him again, barring a big rally. This is a big at bat for Hansen, a cleanup hitter. Swings and misses at 1 high.
And if you're Jerry Taylor, you got to keep going up there, right? He's proven that he will chase that pitch.
And he did. Heads up. So Taylor has given up just 1 hit. And when you don't have Rasmus available, and you didn't have Riker Rasmus available, and Berklight wasn't available, if Jerry Taylor can get through 4 with just 1 hit and 1 run. On the ground, a second, fielded beautifully as Smith went to a knee. They will strand 2, and Taylor gets out of it. Bottom 4 coming up. Southeast back to the plate, leading 3-1. Little League World Series action continues. The team from Canada got a win yesterday. So did they. South Korea, and those are the teams that are going to be on the field next. And then it is OHIO, or as we've learned because of their water quality, OH2O. Just Sims, give credit there. Ohio and the Bayonne boys coming up at 7 o'clock Eastern time. Gathering the gloves and getting ready for Vancouver, British Columbia, and Seoul, South Korea. Vancouver, British Columbia continues to, in the entire country of Canada, distinguish themselves as an improving baseball country. Question. I don't think the Blue Jays' success last year would ever hurt baseball in a country. I mean, the country obviously was enamored with what they did, getting all the way to Game 7 of the World Series. Those things translate down, the trickle-down effect
Yeah, we've seen Canada play better this year. We've seen Czechia play better this
very
year.
Good
so
game yesterday.
Good to see the little leagues in that part of the world improving.
So we go bottom 4, 6-inning game, double elimination format. And Frankie McCabe has thrown 83 pitches, so he likely will face Brooks Cameron, and that will end his day as he lands a strike. So this will be the 85th pitch, which means it appears Paxton Hansen will be the next lefty on the mound. One ball, one strike. So they got one run. It certainly feels a lot more doable than being down 3. The challenge for Washington is going to be the rest of their order. This ball is popped up to left field. Hershold is there. Oh my goodness, he just missed it. It may have been the sun because he was under it and all over it. And now barking at himself. To second base goes Brooks Cameron.
Oh, you'd love to see his buddy come over there, Anthony Romero, coming over there, giving him some love. Boy, that's just a tough one. I'm with you, Ravi. It felt like the sun is kind of right there at that area where he's looking. He's got his sunglasses on. Ball just tips off the edge of his glove.
It looked like he was all over it, too. Well, McCabe's day is done, so he's out, and now he's going to need his mates to pick him up the same way that our center fielder Romero is helping Hershold out. Well, another one of the Southpaw Patrol for this team from Tacoma, Washington, Paxton Hansen. 5'9", 120. Who doesn't look a good Dr. Seuss book at any age? You a green eggs and ham guy?
Sure. Yeah, I've read plenty of those to the kids through the years. Paxton Hansen on for the second time here at the Little League World Series. First time out, an inning, a walk, a K, a couple hits, but he avoided giving up a run. So the good news is for Washington, he's been out there before.
Riker Rasmus is a swinger into right field. It goes. They've been waving him all day. They're going to wave another one. Here comes Cameron. That run will score. Riker Rasmus delivers his second hit here in Williamsport, and it's a big one. 4-1.
How about Riker getting a fastball out over the plate and a really clean move to drive that one in the backside gap. That's what it looks like to be ready early in an at-bat in an aggressive frame of mind. Southeast adds to their lead, actually gets that 3-run lead back.
Yes. Big swing. Quintero is trying to hit it up to the museum. Woo. Well, how about the impact the Rasmuses are having right now for Phoenix City? Riker got off to a bit of a slow start offensively. He's been doing it with the glove, and he just delivered a big one there. Breaking pitch a little high. Tacoma's got to keep him right here. Tyler Landry is out in the bullpen warming up for Washington. On the corner, tough pitch for a lefty.
I'll tell you, when we see Quintero run the way he can, it'd be tempting to try to bunt almost every time as quickly as he was able to get to first base.
Agreed. That's a mistake. It gets all the way to the backstop, and down to second base goes Riker Rasmus. Yeah, there is Landry out there throwing right now for the team from the Northwest. 2-2, line shot off the glove of the third baseman, Granlund. Nice play to stick with it. He was even with the bag, if not in a little bit, and that was a shot off the bat of Quintero. He hung with it and threw out the fastest guy on the team.
Yeah, I mean, it's like almost past him, Rav. And then it squirts out of his glove, and the presence of mind to get it across the diamond just in time. But that ball felt like it was already in left field when he got his glove on it. Nice reflexes.
Taylor, a little late to square there, Berkey. Maybe trying to bunt for a hit.
Yeah, that's definitely what that looked like. He was trying to kind of sneak attack a bunt down the third baseline.
They've been very aggressive against Paxton Hansen on in relief. Popped up, shortstop going out. Loomis, he's there to make the play. And just like that, 2 outs now with the runner at second base. 1 run in. Leighton Burt, Cooper champion. In the 5th inning, we will see Kinley Rasmus one more time. She's got a single. She'll be trying to set a Little League World Series record for hits by a girl in a single Little League World Series.
I like her chances.
Seconded. Hey, they got all the chants. You got the 2-out rally chant going now. Got Fear the Bow, 2-out rally.
Yeah, it's a fully engaged Phoenix City crowd.
Fouled at the plate. Here you go, here you go. 1988 Ithaca College Bombers go to Phoenix City, Alabama in the Amos Alonzo Stag Bowl. Champions, Phoenix City, Alabama.
You just said a mouthful right there. Let me try to.
Ithaca College football. Division III champions.
Okay. How'd it go?
Had to fly down. They won it. You had to fly down to Phoenix City, Alabama for the game in the Stag Bowl.
You called it?
Covered it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I had graduated. I didn't call it. I was out of college at that point.
Okay.
2-2. And a slow roller with some English on it. Not a problem for the workman out there. He makes the play. They get 1. 5th inning here in South Williamsport. Phoenix City leads it by 3. Welcome back to ESPN's coverage of this Little League World Series. It is presented by T-Mobile. Well, you start with 20 teams. In fact, you start with thousands of teams, and you work your way through the different tournaments to get here. Your state tournament, your sectionals, your regionals. It is not an easy road, and The game we got right now with Alabama leading Washington 4-1. Another game coming up down there at Volunteer, South Korea and Canada. Getting down to your Final Fours. We'll have our United States Championship on Saturday, the International Championship on Saturday, and Featherbow must have got an engine now.
Whoa. Little WD-40 on the bottom of that thing, or what?
Clark Griswold checked in. Greased the skids, and he is off. All right, so it's Winston Weaver who will lead off on what has been a Jerry Taylor type day. Just one hit allowed. 67 pitches. That's a swing and a drive down the line in left, but it's foul by about 10 feet. Looks like our guy C.J. Harrison out there getting loose.
Yeah, they're going to have to hand the ball to somebody here shortly. But, boy, could they not have been happier with what Jerry Taylor's given them in this one. We talked about it at the Open, right, Rev? Somebody's got to do something that maybe outside of their comfort zone if they're going to keep hanging around. And, boy, has Jerry Taylor done that so far in this one.
Tell you one thing about Mr. JT out there, somewhat James Taylorish, man. He'll just play at his own level, man. We're just going to go slow and easy.
Carolina on his mind?
He might have Carolina's mind. One ball, two strikes, and you know he doesn't pile up strikeouts. He's allowed his defense to make the plays behind him. He's got only 2 Ks, and they came in the first inning.
He has just kept the ball away from these left-handed hitters, though, just continuing to nibble at that edge.
Laced into right field, hard hit ball. It is fielded out there cleanly and now dropped, but no advancement. That was one of the harder hit balls that we've seen. And Weaver is aboard with a leadoff single.
Well, that one wasn't away. This is one that it's a breaking ball that comes down and in, and Winston Weaver's got to answer for that. One of the first times we've seen him make a mistake on the inner third of the plate. Winston Weaver drops the barrel, rips it into right center field, and a leadoff runner is exactly what Washington needed.
71 pitches thrown, time called by Yarbrough. Remember, last night things looked very shaky for Phoenix City. Rasmus went to the mound and said, "Thank God we have Kinley Rasmus." Well, there's no Kinley Rasmus available today. On the ground at third, he's been so good. To second for one. Oh, a bobble! Did they get him? Yes! Even with the bobble, the call at first is out. And it would be a Burklight to Smith double play. And they're going to look at it. They definitely had him.
No question. No question. Burklight just keeps making hard plays. That is not an easy hop. Not only does he handle it, if he gets it over there in the blink of an eye, and I think he's going to be safe there, Rav.
I would agree with that.
Look how quick he goes from catch to transfer again. Smith just can't quite get the grip. And yeah, he's safe. Yarbrough beats it out by an eyelash. Love how Riker Rasmus getting down. Look at Rasmus getting down there to pick this ball. It's a good look right there.
Yeah. Well, you could do a highlight reel on Burklight's play at third base.
Yeah, it's been spectacular.
Again, replay, I get it. I know it's valuable, but Burke is right up here letting you know I got it. This one was very quick.
See, if we did that with the broadcasters and Frazier was up here, we'd all get to laugh at his calls.
Yeah.
It'd be amazing.
He is an absolute umpire wannabe. NBA, NCAA basketball official.
He can do it all.
He is, as you said, Mr. Everything. Alabama has made just 4 errors, 84 chances, a .952 fielding percentage. Fundamentals have been great. Well, 2 balls hit pretty hard. Weaver and Yarbrough. Bradley Williams next up. And ready for a 1-0. And here's one of Rasmus. This is off her and into left field. That's one of those I think you want to charge once it hits that ground on the first one. She let it play her.
Well, you got 2 choices. You either back up and take the long one, or you come get it and charge it. And once she backs up, this one she tries to get in front, Rav. See how she tries to get in front of it? Back up and backhand that one because you get a high hop. But when you get in front of it, then it ends up eating you up. Whereas if you drop step, you can have a lot more freedom there to make a play with your glove. And you know, she tried to backhand the last one and missed it. She gets in front of this one and it eats her up. Just a couple tough chances there for the Alabama shortstop. And now they've allowed some runners here again where they could have been off the field on a double, or they could have been nobody on with a double play. They don't turn, and now a chopper eats her up.
Let's give Tacoma credit. Weaver hit it hard. Yarbrough hit it hard. Bradley Williams hit it hard. Pitch count to 75. Only 1 out and down by 3. Artie Heisman's come up with a couple of hits. He's been very good in this situation. Can he do it again? Ooh, a knee buckler.
Yeah, they moved him up in the order because he's been swinging the bat well.
Been a challenge at shortstop today for the usually very reliable Kinley Rasmus. Will she get a chance to redeem right away? Fouled off at the plate.
Ravi, you said it. The choice is go now or back up and play that thing long.
Which was a good play to back up. That was a high hop, you're right.
It would have been a high hop, no question about it. But again, I think one of the most under-talked about things in middle infield play is the ability to choose a hop. And if you pick the wrong one or get stuck in between, the game can speed up on you and make you look silly out there sometimes. It's all part of the process of learning how to play the position.
That ball had some topspin on it on a 1-2.
Brooks Cameron pretty good back there, isn't he?
He is an absolute wall back there. Nothing yet has gotten by him. So as you said, you know, there's a difference between a free pass and a free base.
He doesn't allow too many free bases.
No. Anthony Romero is the on-deck hitter on a 2-2. And that's going to go foul. So one guy you probably don't want to hit a hard ground ball to right now is Berklight at third base. The way he's been playing.
Oh, good pitch.
Yes, it is. Strike 3 called. Berklight denied. And Taylor with a big strikeout for the 2nd out here in the 5th. Game Changer, the official scorekeeping technology partner of the Little League World Series. Allows you to coach smarter. You can connect live, replay the action on Game Changer, the #1 youth sports app. Live the game like never before. First strikeout since the first inning.
Wow.
For Jerry Taylor. Now Romero. And JT out there is getting close to running out of pitches.
We're going to run for the catcher here. Artie's got to get his base running gear on, though, first, Rav.
When Artie gets to second and he puts that on, you know what we call that? A work of art. Is that bad?
Yeah.
That was pretty bad. Yeah, that was bad.
It is.
Right along the lines of the Landry out of you laundry.
That was really bad.
That was bad, too. 1-0 to Romero. Swings, hits it to Rasmus. That time she fielded cleanly, and that may have been as difficult as any, as the work of art was right in front of her. Not a problem. Bottom 5 coming up. It is 4-1. Straight out of Phoenix City, Cam Lee, Kinley Rasmus, and the rest of this Phoenix City Alabama team is moving closer to moving on. They lead 4-1 as we go bottom 5. The winner gets the winner of tonight's game between Ohio and New Jersey. That next game will be Wednesday, 7 p.m. Eastern Time on ESPN. Cooper champion Easton Allen, Kinley Rasmus here in the 5th against Paxton Hansen. A little knucks for the home plate umpire. And now you have to start thinking about a potential bunt here from champion, even though he had that big hit last night. He was thinking about swinging away, and the first one misses inside, 1-0. Really good swing from Cooper champion. Had Charles Baum Gretchen. They had the bases loaded, nobody out in the first inning in their first meeting and didn't score. They scored in the first inning today after an error allowed that run to come all the way around and score. This one is put up in the air to left. Williams is there, and there's one out. Safe.
Champions on the hill on the side. Okay. Can't get down with that.
A little tape on the back would help. We're starting to burst at the seams there.
A lot of kids sporting the Metro swag. They seem to be a very popular pick.
Yeah. Yep. A lot of Bayonne folks and a lot of Bows.
That's right.
So when I was a little boy, my dad had a Toyota Corolla, and it was held together by electric tape too. So you can do that. Until I think one day they were going to a wedding and the water was coming up through the bottom of the car, and that was the end of that.
Not ideal.
No, that didn't work out very well for him. But it looks like the back right starting to rip a little.
There you go, a little shove.
0-2, a little high here to Easton Allen. Got the Vandy Whistler going here?
There are some Whistler vibes.
Battle back to 2-2. Okay, spoil one on the inside.
Well, Easton Allen responsible for 2 runs in this game. He reached on an air. His first at bat came around and scored. We saw a walk in his second at bat and came around to score. It hasn't been a laser show, but he's done his job getting on base. Just competitive at bats.
All of them, you're right. Which is exactly what you want out of your leadoff hitter. See some pitches, get on base, which he's done twice, set it up for Rasmus and Berklight behind you. Too far outside, so it goes full 3-2.
You can just tell he's got a really good feel for the strike zone, has an understanding of what it means to be able to hit with 2 strikes.
And he is on for the 3rd time. Right, good job. I mean, he's a pain. That's what he is, like most leadoff hitters. They can be a pain. Here are the Rasmus records. She's tied for 4 with the most hits ever by a girl at the Little League World Series. 3 RBIs, 3 runs, 1 win, and 14 punch-outs. So she has certainly announced her presence, and with a win, they obviously will play again. And she's made a lot of fans around the United States. Looking to break the record for hits. Takes one down.
Hard, Kenley. This is your chance. Breaking ball in the dirt. 1-0 count. Might be time to go deep right here.
2 balls, no strikes. Well, along the lines of going deep, never has a girl hit a home run over the wall at the Little League World Series. That's not going to go over the wall, but it's going to be a record-setting hit for Rasmus. Allen digs for 3rd. He's there at the corners, and Kinley Rasmus, her 5th hit at the Little League World Series, sets a record for a girl.
Well, she's rolling. I would venture to say she's probably got as many hits here as anybody. Kason Smith has 5 as well on this team. A fastball out over the plate. She hits it a little off the end of the bat, but we continue to see a really flat move through the zone by her. Dumps it into left center field. I thought she missed a chance to go to second there as that ball was bobbled, but Phoenix City with a chance to add on.
Berklight squares, pulls back. Kinley goes to second. They throw to the shortstop, and she's at second base. Reason the shortstop goes and catches that is they're worried about Allen coming home.
Yeah, they're trying to deke him there, throw it to the middle infielder and see if you can get the runner to come home, and then you throw him out at home.
Hey. Question to the home plate umpire: was the Berklight effort at the bunt an actual attempt to call a strike? Our home plate ump said no. And Berklight drives one into right field. It's going to be caught out there. Heinzman comes up firing. That throw is,
oh wow,
in time, and he should be out. Rasmus will go to 3rd. What a catch by Yarbrough as he was collided with by Allen. How about the throw from Heinzman as well?
We got some confusion here. I think the runner has to slide anyway, I believe, Ravi, but the catch was made. Looks like they're going to challenge the call on the field.
Well, a couple of things going on. The umpires are gathered. There was no attempt to get down to slide here by Allen. Heinzman made a heck of a throw.
He's going up to field the ball, so he has the right to go to field the ball. So if the question is if he was impeding with the runner's ability to get to home plate, I think he's got the right to go up the line to catch the baseball.
Yeah.
What a job hanging on to that.
No question, yes.
Incredible.
Allen lowers his shoulder right here.
Wow. Well, he takes a pretty good shot.
He takes a shot. And how he held onto it, to your point, is fairly remarkable. Pudge Rodriguez like back in the World Series for the Florida Marlins.
Just needed to hold the ball up there.
Yeah, show him.
That was a good look there, Rav. How he's not just standing there. He moved up the line to go catch the baseball.
That's what Rasmus is suggesting, that he somehow got in the way of the ball. Your point is sort of counter to his. Like, he only got in the way of it because the ball took him there.
Right. He's not just posted in front of home plate. He's moving to go make a play on the ball.
I have 3 outs. I have Cooper Champion with a pop out, and then that's a double play. That's 3 outs. Our pitcher is saying that's 3 outs.
I think everybody's lost track of the outs. Everybody's lost track of the outs. That's 3 outs.
That's 3. Champion flew out. We had an Allen walk, a Rasmus single, and a Perklight hit into a double play.
And we lost track of all this, but Artie Heitzman, how about the throw? Washington keeps the deficit at 3.
The Little League Baseball World Series on ESPN is presented by T-Mobile. Little League World Series just hits different with T-Mobile. Yeah, we had some hitting going on there with the collision at the plate. And the call was out on a double play. That's not a reviewable play per Little League rules. So Rasmus and company behind the incredible performance of Jeremiah Taylor on the bump has thrown 82 pitches as we enter the last inning, 6th inning. 3 to tie. Tyler Landry leads things off, the 9th hitter in the order. Chases one up here.
Needed a bounce.
No judging, but the reaction time a little late. A little late.
Here to here.
Okay, so you're on the monitor.
Yeah, that's right. I'm
fine.
on the monitor.
That's fine.
Thank you. No judging.
So that's a little peek behind the curtain. So you watch the monitor as opposed to watching. You watch for the monitor for the pitch. Future analysts around America want to know how you do it.
I want to see the spin. I want to see where the catcher's set up.
That's inside on an 0-2, and it'll be the last batter that he faces. So I'm going here.
I'm here.
And you're there.
That way I can tell you he was set up inside. A little front door breaking ball missed.
Right. Now I can glance to that monitor and see that he's set up a little bit inside, then go back to the field to see the ball popped up. Oh no! The second baseman and first baseman both vacated. Rasmus and Smith, and at the very end, Riker gave way to Smith.
Ooh. So pop-up communication. Second baseman gets to call off the first baseman, but if you call him off, you better go catch it. And Riker is doing what he's been told, which is if the second baseman calls it, get out of the way. But you see Casey Smith kind of beating himself up, because I guarantee you with his coaching staff, they work on that all the time.
What an absolute dog. Way to throw the absolute crap out of that baseball. Outstanding job. My goodness. I'm glad I got a friend named Jerry. Way to work, Jerry. That baby. Your ball. Let's work. Way to work. Yeah, we're good. Hey, make the next play. Hey, make the next play. It happens. Hey, I need you to look into with confidence, not the whatever. Make the next play. Say it for me.
Pitching change is now occurring. We're going to take a timeout. C.J. Harrison when we come back. All right, Berkey's got a big high school football game Friday. Then he'll focus and lock in on the college slate, which is week 0. We're going to go international to start things off. Coach Belichick's taking North Carolina to Dublin to take on TCU. That's Dublin, Ireland, noon Eastern time. Then NC State, Virginia, Alabama, A&M against Howard in Atlanta. It's all roaring back right now. 7:30 Eastern time on ABC. All 3 games also available on the ESPN app. Okay, so obviously there's a little anxiety when a play like that happens. Does it come back to really haunt you? Say this about C.J. Harrison. His warm-up pitches were very good. Granlund's the first guy he faces, and that ball is hit high in the air to right. Quintero is there, makes a nice play. 1 pitch, 1 out for Harrison.
Interesting strategy to go up there and let it rip on the first pitch. You would think Harrison hasn't pitched here in Williamsport, only threw just briefly in the regional. You'd think you'd let him just kind of prove that he's a strike thrower. But Garland goes up there and lets it rip right from the jump, and 1 pitch and an out.
This is pretty good arm action right here on C.J. Harrison, who is 5'4". He is an 11-year-old. Fires another one. Oh, that is off the bag, but foul. It may have hit the orange bag, not the white, in fair territory. Our first base umpire, Greg Tremblay, was all over it.
Wow, how about this one, Rav?
Yeah.
Great call.
Great call. And what if it hits them both? What if it's right in the middle?
I think if it catches a
fair
piece
ball,
of the white,
right?
yeah, if it catches a piece of the white, it's fair.
That didn't miss by much, but they are being very aggressive here. Again, CJ on an 0-1. And a breaking ball, 0-2.
Well, that has been the bottom part of this Washington lineup's MO last couple days. They're barely seeing 3 pitches per plate appearance. A lot of these guys have gone up there just ready to pull the trigger. We're seeing that here in this frame.
0-2 to Smith-Hudson. Bad one there. No chance for Brooks Cameron. So to second base, and now this ball is thrown all the way down to Kinley, who's telling everybody, deep breath.
That's right.
Everybody, calm down. She's going to be a leader for a long time. Ball to the outfield can cut this thing to 4-2. I always admire these kids that come into a situation like this. Haven't pitched in this ballpark. It's the Little League World Series. We're trying to end a game. And to his credit, he's thrown a whole bunch of strikes to start.
Coach Cameron again. Yeah, I think one of the things I've learned by coaching a lot of youth sports is typically the kids don't overthink things the way we do as adults.
Right. Fastball, slider, curveball. Oh, too far outside. Cameron can't get it. Now to third base. Can't afford to do that anymore. There's going to be a run scored.
And again, more fuel to the fire of this Northwest offense, taking a patient approach.
This feels like a big pitch. You know, this keeps the tying run from the plate. Also may prevent the top of the order from coming up. And he threw a strike. Put out of play.
Jim, you good?
Close to Jimmy.
Okay, Jim, thumbs up. That a baby. He's a ball player.
Harrison on a 3-2. Good one. This one is to the gap and right, and it is a diving effort, no catch. Quintero looked like he may have had a better chance. And to second base with a clutch double is Hudson. It is 4-2. Tying run will come to the plate. I thought Quintero had a better chance at it than Lee did.
Revy, he's right there. This goes down to pop-up communication again. And why does he give way? Does he just feel Cam Lee? I don't hear Cam Lee, or at least see his mouth moving to call the ball. But Quintero
is it over his head?
I don't think so. Just reach up and make the play. It feels like 2 balls now that they haven't been able to secure just because they're a little unsure of whose ball it actually is.
Ball 1. This is Quinn Herschel. He is the last batter in the order. They throw it down. It gets off of Kinley Rasmus. That has been a play they have run all week long. Lead off second, and Cameron throws down to the shortstop, but that one nearly got away. They did appeal on the swing. He didn't go. It's 1-0.
I just don't think Herschel needs to be in any hurry here. Make C.J. Harrison establish the strike zone.
We see this a lot in Omaha during the day games. Like the shadows are now creeping out, and that generally is an advantage to the pitcher. When you lose track of the spin once the ball gets in the shadow, it's a great look at it. 1-1, 4-2. Foul by a hair is the call. Whoo, was that close?
Wow. What do we have here, Rav? Right down the line. Oh, it looked like it split him. But I think that's a pretty good call. I think maybe by the time it gets to the front edge of that base, it's over the orange.
Riker Rasmus better be ready out there on a 1-2. That's a little high. Really good at bat right now from Quinn Herschel. Tacoma trying to tack on, get this thing even closer. Harrison. Liner, caught! Flip, not in time, but what a play by Smith. That was a rocket off the bat of Quinn Herschel. 2 down.
Boy, the defense is given, and now it takes away. This ball looked like it was headed for the gap, and a crossover step, and nice job finishing the catch there by Kason Smith. And how about the base running? Because that would have been really easy for Smith Hudson to get caught off the bag there.
Back to the top of the order, Workman. He won the game, the first meeting between these two teams, with a 7th inning single. And he will not take. 1 ball, no strikes. Two and 0.
Why are the last 3 outs so hard to get, Rev?
At every level.
Yeah, we're in a great spot here. Like I said, great spot. That guy means nothing, right? Great spot. Guy means nothing. Get this hitter right here. Let's work. All right, let's work. Even if he gets hit, that guy scores. Still means nothing. We still got to lead. Y'all got it? So let's work. And then worst case, we got a chance to hit. And guess what we're going to do? We're going to hit. Does that make sense? So let's work right here. Go right at him. Hey, give me your best bullet. Hey, mano a mano. Work here. Let's go. Make a play behind. Let's go.
Just got to work.
You got to work. I think the other thing that might be in the back of the minds of the coaching staff, so 16 pitches. The winner will play again tomorrow. Do you get him out if he gets to 20 so he's available? That's for after the game. Here's a 2-0 and a good bullet in there. 2-1 went off speed to Workman.
Well, he's thrown strikes. That part you're encouraged by.
Yeah.
My guess is this will be his ball game.
Popped up. This could do it. Who's calling it? Rasmus is. She's there. And the bow lives for another day. Phoenix City, Alabama continues to play well. They win again, 4-2. In that case, she took charge.
That's right. When you know it, the game comes down to another pop-up communication. But Kinley Rasmus hunted that ball down and secured the catch, and it got interesting.
It sure did.
But the kids from Phoenix City move on to play another day.
I love it. The Queen of Williamsport. By the way, the court was really good today. Jerry Taylor was outstanding on the mound for them as they end up winning the game by a final of 4-2, and now they will sit and watch tonight's game that comes up at 7 between New Jersey and Ohio. That's an elimination game like this one. The bow will live for another day. Kinley Rasmus can set some more records. Our final score, 4-2. We'll see you at 7 o'clock on ESPN with Ohio and New Jersey. For our entire crew, Jess Sims and Chris Burke, Carl Ravitch, Canada, South Korea, and Mike Monaco.
Rabbi, thank you. How about it? Another stunner already in the top of the first inning. 15 pitches into the game. Canada up